Let me quickly talk to you about the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures with low APRs. Poor credit is okay, low credit is okay, no credit is okay. So I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome 30 Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as terrific as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about the top 10 large medical loans that approve big and small procedures. Low APR, the APRs are dirt cheap, I promise you, and they also accept poor credit borrowers. The thing that is very important to understand is that even if you have health insurance in the United States, it is possible to end up with thousands of dollars in medical bills that you are unable to pay back. Okay, and the thing here is that according to research, 1 in 4 Americans have trouble paying their medical bills, and half of the country has delayed or declined medical treatment due to finances. However, both preventive care and emergency treatment are important. We all know that, right? Because now we found a solution here. For people who are unable to cover those expenses up front, medical loans can help with cost. So what is really a medical loan? A medical loan is essentially a personal loan that is taken out for the specific purpose of financing medical treatment. It could be a big procedure, a small procedure, but it has to be medically related. And medical loans can pay for a variety of medical costs like elective surgeries, IVF treatments, and emergency procedures. Okay, and they work in a very, very easy way. So you can get a medical loan by applying online or at a brick and mortar financial institution. And many lenders will let you get pre-qualified, a process that gives you available rates and terms based on your basic financial information. What we have seen in our research is that in the last few years, a lot of lenders have been partnering with medical practices, clinics across the country where right at the clinic, you have a doctor or you have a physician who can actually give you some information about financing option. All right, and you can use the medical loan for a lot of procedures. You can even use the medical loan for elective procedures. In other words, not life-related procedures like cosmetic surgery, orthodontics, veneer, or hair loss, hair replacement, weight loss, gastric bypass, all that kind of stuff that the healthcare community does not consider essential. You can even get a medical loan for that, okay? And medical loan have pros and cons. What are the pros here? The pros, you have a variety of loan terms, fast funding, less expensive than credit cards, and you have flexible use. What are the drawbacks here? High interest rate for bad credit borrowers and limited funding. And medical loans are best for those who have, I would say, you have a bad credit score, but you do have the opportunity to improve your financial situation in the future, or you have no other resort. You have no other option. You got to get treated. You may not have insurance. Your insurance doesn't cover everything, but you got to get the cash. This is where a medical loan can help. And how do you actually apply for a medical loan? Well, it's very simple. There's nothing complicated about it. You just need to decide how much you want to borrow. You need to check your credit, right? Make sure that you have no blemishes, no inaccuracies on your credit. So you can actually go to annualcreditreport.com once a year according to the law. You can have access to one free access to your credit score, and you can contact Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and also research multiple lenders and loan options. And you want to select a lender and compare the application as required. The great thing here is that we have done the work for you. So today's conversation, any of the 10 lenders that we are reviewing today, you can go with them. They are great. They have been vetted. We know them. We have done extensive research about them, and they will actually fund large amounts for big procedures. What are the alternative to medical loans? So if you cannot qualify or you don't want to apply for a medical loan, you can still use a credit card. you can still sign up for a payment plan. You can apply for a payment plan with the medical office, with the hospital, with the clinic where you had the procedure done, right? This is something that you have to be, either way, you got to have a plan, because as I said earlier, fortunately or unfortunately, in our country, a medical procedure can cost thousands upon thousands of dollars. This is the way things are. This is a larger debate. I'm not getting to that right now. I don't want to burn myself here, but you got a plan. Before we get into the actual rankings, please check out our short evaluation video. We do have a rigorous method when it comes to categorizing, reviewing, and listing loans on this show, including medical loans. Check this out. Number 10, folks, when it comes to the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures, we have number 10, Freedom Plus. Our score, 7.5 over 10. With Freedom Plus, you have medical loans that range from $7,500 all the way to $50,000, and the terms 24 to 60 months, and origination fees ranging from 1.99% to 4.99%, depending on the medical loan terms. And what we love is that they actually they will qualify you even if you have a low FICO, all the way to 475 or 450. They also have fixed rate loans. That's pretty cool. We love the fact also that the funding process is pretty straightforward. So you can actually get your cash within 48 hours, which is really, really great, especially if you are in an emergency. If you have a medical emergency and the doctors want to treat you, but they need some kind of cash first, it's good to go with a lender such as Freedom Plus. And there are no restrictions on the loan purpose. In other words, you can use the loan rather for elective procedures or essential procedures. They also allow a co-borrower. Number 9, folks, we have Earnest. Our score, 8 over 10. With Earnest, we go a little higher in terms of the loan amounts funded. So loan amounts will oscillate between $5,000 and $75,000, depending on where you live and the procedure you're about to undergo, right? And in terms of the interval here, we're looking at 36 to 60 months in terms of repayment. And they want you to have a minimum FICO score of 550, okay? And there are no origination, administration, prepayment, or late payment fees. We love that with Earnest. And you also have access to fixed interest rates, depending on your creditworthiness, of course. And contrary to, unlike Freedom Plus, they do not accept co-signers. And we love the fact that this is a company that Earnest is a lender with great customer service. They will allow you as a borrower to have a flexible repayment schedule. So in other words, if you say, let's say you say 60 months is too little for you, they could probably bump it up to 72 months. So instead of 5 years, they can actually give you 6 years or 7 years, depending upon the situation. I want to talk to you now about Avant. Number 8, Avant. Our score, 8 over 10. And Avant offers personal loans and medical loans from $2,000 all the way to $35,000. And they offer both secured and unsecured loans and could be a good choice for borrowers with fair or poor credit. But today we are talking about unsecured, large medical loans. And the rates range from 9% all the way to 35% or 36%. Loan terms in terms of years, you have 2, 3, 4, and 5. And loan amount 2 to 35 grand. There is an origination fee. You got to know that. They will give you a discount though if you choose the auto pay option. And Avant medical loans are available in all states except Colorado, Iowa, Hawaii, Vermont, Nevada, New York, and West Virginia. We actually reached out to Avant and they told us that they are working on having nationwide coverage, but right now they still don't have nationwide coverage. And they want you to have a minimum income of $1,200 monthly. And in terms of customer service, you can contact them via phone or email. And they do have a soft credit check process in place, and the credit score minimum that they have in place is 550, and you can get the funds as soon as the next business day. This is fantastic. Number 7, folks, we have Best Egg. Our score 8.5 over 10. With Best Egg, our research has shown that you can get a personal loan or a medical loan for up to $50,000 to cover medical expenses. And Best Egg considers the 1,500 additional factors in addition to your credit score, meaning you might qualify even if you have a shorter credit history or a poor credit history. Let's dig a little deeper here in terms of rates. 5.99% to 29.99%. Loan terms 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. Loan amount $5,000 to $50,000, and there is an origination fee. And the Best Egg medical loans are available in all states except Washington, D.C., Iowa, Vermont, and West Virginia. And they haven't specified any minimum income. And if you want to talk to someone over the phone, you can do so. And they do have a soft credit check process, and the minimum credit score 550. They will get you the money from 1 to 3 days after successful verification. So this is a great lender to think about when you think about the top 10 large medical loans for big procedures. Number 6, folks, we do have here Lending Point. Our score 8.5 over 10. With Lending Point, you really get the whole 9 yards. This is a strong lender. They offer all kinds of loans, not just medical bills, but they actually they will lend you up to $36,000, $36,500. So the loan amounts range from $2,000 to $36,500. They don't allow a cosigner. There is no prepayment penalty or no administration fee. And they want you to have a minimum annual income of $20,000. All right. And so you can get the funds as soon as the next business day. Minimum credit score 525. They do have a soft credit check. You can contact customer service through phone or email, and the loans are available in all states except Nevada and West Virginia. And they will give you autopay. They'll give you a discount if you go through them with autopay. And we love the fact that in terms of APR, it will oscillate between 16% and 36%. So about 15.49% to 35.99% APR. Number 5, folks, we have Prosper. Our score 9 over 10. Now, when we speak about Prosper, we're talking about the real deal, because Prosper is so great. They even have a healthcare lending department, a healthcare lending unit. So because for them, this is a great business, and they understand the needs of customers, that they had created an entire unit for it. So, and that's called Prosper Healthcare. And Prosper Healthcare offers loans specifically for medical expenses through its healthcare lending division, and could be a great option if you're looking for personal loans for good credit, bad credit, or poor credit, and you want to use those for medical loans. And you can borrow up to $40,000 with Prosper without worrying about deferred interest or any prepayment penalties. So this is pretty cool. And what are let me give you more information about the loans here. Rates 6.95% to 35.99%. Loan terms 3 or 5 years. Loan amount $2,000 to $40,000. There is an origination fee. There is no discount, and all loans are available in all states except Iowa, North Dakota, and West Virginia. And there's no minimum income mentioned. Customer service is reachable via phone or email. They will do a soft credit check, and the minimum credit score required is 540, and they can fund you as soon as the next business day. So this is pretty good. And Prosper Healthcare serves several markets, including cosmetic dental offices, bariatric surgery centers, cosmetic and plastic surgery centers, fertility and reproductive clinics. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. We're also having a conversation about the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures. And number 4, folks, we have Livestream. Our score 9 over 10. With Livestream, loan amounts range from 5,000 to 100,000, and you're looking at 24 to 144 a month terms, fixed interest rates, excellent credit required, but lately they have started to accept people with bad credit and fair credit, so this is pretty good. And there are some loan restrictions, and there is no fee really. You also have no prepayment penalty. This is really good. We love that as well. And you can receive funds on the day of application approval. And you can also make extra principal only payments. So what I'm trying to say here is that with the Livestream medical financing, you can finance any medical expenses at a low interest rate. You can get a no hassle loan with no fees, home equity requirements. This is straightforward and private, so there's no information about your privacy being divulged, and you can actually experience the experience with a Livestream loan. As you know, Livestream is you can see their APR on the screen right now. You can see the APR of Livestream, and the reason why we're showing the APR is that Livestream does offer a wide variety of loans, not just medical loans. So with by actually choosing them as your lender of choice, you might qualify for a discount. Number 3, folks, we have Upstart. Our score, 9.5 over 10. When it comes to the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures, Upstart is a great contender. And loan amounts range from $1,000 to $50,000, 36 to 60 month terms, minimum FICO of $500, not $500, 500. And restrictions on approved borrowers. There is no prepayment fee. Origination fees range from 0.01% to 8%, something you need to know. And 5% or $15 late fee, whichever is higher, pretty good to know. And they don't allow a cosigner, and they have a flexible monthly payment schedule. So it's something you need to know. And you can make multiple payments per month. They really are fine with that. And one thing I also want to say here is that they actually cover unexpected medical expenses or elective procedures, things like IVF, surgery, or orthodontics. For them, it's fine. Number 2, folks, we have here SoFi. Our score, 9.5 over 10. And SoFi Medical Financing is a great player also when it comes to the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures. So loan amounts range from $5,000 to $100,000, 24 to 84 months. So that's 2 years to 7 years. Minimum FICO score of 550. Something good to know. And there are no origination fees or prepayment penalties, no administration or late payment fees. And the thing is, they don't allow a cosigner, and they offer discounts for automatic monthly payments, and there are no restrictions on loan purpose. And we also love the fact that they have limited flexibility on monthly payment dates, and they do offer unemployment protection program in case of job loss. So this is a great player to think about. And why should you cover medical expenses with SoFi? In our research, we've seen 4 main elements. First, you have the quick process, so health costs can arrive, as we all know, unexpectedly. So SoFi will fund loans within 7 days of approval on average. It's 100% private. They will never ask about your personal details and don't require a doctor's appointment. And they have outpatient services, so healthcare extends past the procedure. So they will give you funds you can use to cover medications or follow-up visits, and there is absolutely no fee. So there are no surprises or hidden fees. So what you really see is what you get. Number 1, folks, when it comes to the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures, in our view, the best of the best is Lending Club. Our score, 10 over 10. With this company, you have loan amounts that range from $1,000 to $40,000, 36 to 60 month terms. You have minimum loan use restrictions. Medical expenses are allowed. There are no administration fees or prepayment fees. And you have a 3% to 6% origination fee, and the funds are received within a week. This might take a little while in terms of, you might think this is like too much, 1 week, but guess what? The funds will arrive, and the funds are certain to arrive if you actually fulfill the other criteria. And Lending Club Patient Solutions focuses on 2 parts of its business model. So you have patients on one end, and also the medical like the medical practitioners on the other hand. So they are serving those two niches, if you will, simultaneously, which makes the program very successful. And you can actually fund a couple of procedures, including dentistry, fertility, hair, bariatric, and or general. Well, it depends on you. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was very happy to have you. I'm going to quickly recap the conversation. So, the top 10 large medical loans that approve big procedures. Number 1, we have Lending Club, 10 over 10. Number 2, we have SoFi, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, we have Upstart, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, we have Livestream, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have Prosper, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Lending Point, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, we have Best Egg, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Avant, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have Earnest, 8 over 10. And number 10, we have Freedom Plus, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.